In this video, I will provide you with a method that you can use to install a round tread on the end of your first step on an existing stairway. And hopefully by the time you finish watching the video, you will realize how easy this really is. So the first thing you're going to want to do will be to measure the overall width of the stair tread. And in our example here, we're going to be using a 10-inch tread. And you don't need to draw any of this stuff out here unless you feel it's going to be necessary. And we're also going to need a measurement from the center to the inside of the riser. And this will only be necessary if you're going to use the width of the riser for the strips we're going to be installing here in a little bit. So next up, let's go ahead and grab a scrap piece of lumber, plywood, OSB, whatever you want. And then we're going to create two half circles. One will have the diameter of the tread and the other will have a radius of the measurement, or the diameter of this number doubled. The next step will be to cut out these pieces along with another one of these. So you can simply cut this one and then use it as a pattern to trace and cut the other one. And then we're going to take this piece here and center it over this piece here. So we're simply going to go from the center of each piece and then line those center points up. And by now you're probably starting to put this thing together with the 3/4 inch measurement here, which is going to be the same thickness as our riser. And for those of you who are going to use different size materials, then you will need to make the necessary adjustments when you install your block here. So the measurement from the top of the block to the top of the tread will need to be the same distance or thickness as these two pieces put together. And to position this piece here, you can see where all you need to do is line it up with the front of the stringer or the back of the riser. Like I said earlier, you might not need to use any of the center points here that I had in the first section of the video. The next step will be to fasten these two pieces together so that we can place it on top of our block and then firmly secure it to that block. And you can use adhesives, you can use whatever you want to attach everything together, nails, staples, or even screws. And the next step will be to cut some strips. I'm going to cut these 3/4 inch wide, and the height of these strips will be the same as our bottom riser. And you can attach these strips again with nails or screws. And I like to use adhesive. I will run a bead of adhesive around the rim here because I've installed these before and they weren't secured firmly until after the adhesive dried. So again, you can kind of see here where we're going to work our way around the curved pieces while attaching these strips until we have made our way all the way around to the other side. And you might end up with a gap here, and of course you can always just cut a smaller piece, or if the drywall, for example, will cover it, that would be any drywall you'd be attaching to the stringer or any type of wood trim. And this was a common method I used for stair steps that were going to get carpeted. However, you might want to use a different method if you're going to be finishing all of this off with some type of a wood trim. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at a stairway that you might want to build, but a stairway that I have never built a stairway like this, and would imagine that the number one reason why someone isn't going to build this type of stairway is because of the amount of space something like this will take up on your property. And inside of a home, it would be even worse. I mean, this is a lot of room for a stairway that realistically might just end right about here and you wouldn't have any of this. However, that is not why I'm making the video. I am going to make the video to provide you with a reason why this stairway here might not be approved by your local building department. And it's going to have everything to do with the fact that this is not a 3 foot by 3 foot platform. And if for some reason you could talk the building inspector into believing that this is just a long step, then good luck. And for those of you who are not familiar with the building codes, they usually cannot be less than 3 foot wide in both directions. So up here we have a 3 foot 2 inch landing, and down here we do not. Just not going to make it here. However, that is not going to be the case over here when we make the stairway a little wider. And hopefully after watching the video, the individual and you will have another design option that you can use if you or someone else is planning on building a stairway with this type of design. So here we have plenty of room, and if your building department has a 3 foot minimum landing width, then something like this should work out just fine. However, if it is larger, then you might need to make this section of the stairway larger also. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.